this COVID-19 and the effects are here to stay.
Mm-hmm.
How do people, I mean, how do you, when you're dealing with it, what are some of the principles that you can share with us to help people combat this fear and anxiety?
Yeah, well, first of all, just so people understand, fear and anxiety, especially in a global pandemic, is normal. First of all, one of the things that I addressed with people is mindfulness and self-care is critical. This has to be number one in your life. It cannot be on the back burner. It can't be something you'll do here and there, especially right now going through this. Self-care has to be number one for you. If you are listening to this and you're taking care of someone, it still has to be number one priority for you, because that makes you a better, someone that's better to take care of the other people in your life. So that is something I've preached so much over this past year, is the self-care. And if self-care at home is not enough, it is critical to get to a mental health professional if the anxiety is to the point where it is really affecting your functioning. You can't go to school, work, be a parent, grandparent, or sister, brother, whatever role you serve. It's critical to get mental health help as well.
All right, so I'm going to jump in then and say we Nigerians don't have that kind of access. As a matter of fact, even if we do have access, the statistics show we tend not to consult or be seen to be consulting with a mental health professional.
Mm-hmm.
What can such people do, or what can we do under such circumstances? Because we still need to develop. Are there tools? In other words, are there tools?
Yeah.
You mentioned mindfulness.
Yeah.
What can people do? And again, we're going to go back into some of, again, we really want to highlight how dangerous not taking control of your mental health is. And I mean,
Yes.
we talked about some statistics and how this is affecting both the US and the rest of the country, the rest of the world, excuse me. But
yeah.
I'm hoping we can live with tools.
Yeah, definitely. So one of the things, so when I say mental health help, that comes in many different forms. It may come in the form of counseling or not. So it also can come in the form of getting tools, such as, your program, or listening to information that is focused on mental health. When it comes to mindfulness, one of the best things about mindfulness is it's something that every single person can do. It's free. It doesn't take a lot of time. Mindfulness is literally taking some time to live in the present moment. That means whatever you do on a daily basis, you don't even have to add in extra time. So when you wake up in the morning, whatever your routine is, if it's brushing your teeth, if it's getting ready, if it's washing a dish, whatever it is that you are doing in those moments, practice paying attention to every single step. Because most of the time we are thinking about what we have to do that day, what happened the day before, what we have to do, who we have to call, all these sorts of things. But if you really truly practice being in the present moment, it gives your mind a slight temporary relief from the anxiety, from the depression, from the worry, all of that. And you can increase that time period. I mean, start out with a couple minutes a day and try to increase that time period. But it's literally something that does not, again, it's free. I do it myself. I like my cup of tea and just to take a couple minutes of calm. And it really, really makes a difference when you add those types of practices in your life.
So that would include not just washing, brushing, thinking about, in other words, you're shutting yourself out away from the daily grind and concerns about the daily grind and all the activities and the concerns of the day to go into a special place. Could this be, I mean, some people talk about meditation, some people talk about studying the Bible or the Quran or a religious book. Is that what we're talking about?
Yes, absolutely. Yes, I love meditation too, to your point. But yes, so the example, I love giving this example. I think I've given it a lot of times on interviews here, but like brushing your teeth, for example, if you literally, you have to be conscious of it because most of us do it automatically. But when you pick up the toothbrush, your brain goes to, okay, I'm picking up the toothbrush. I'm putting the toothpaste on the toothbrush. I'm putting it under the water. Every step, your brain starts to think about and be in that moment, which, again, is only a couple minutes here, hopefully. We're not taking 20 minutes to brush our teeth, just a small amount of time. And it really, really can make a difference for your mental health.